Yeah, welcome. Thank you, thank you. I'm just playing around here, have some sound effects, so just using it. But we're back. My game dev journey. I'm Darian Main, and today we're gonna be talking about how to prevent burnout, as well as how to stay motivated. And if you have some time, we'll talk about something else. But let's just get into this, Alright, that one's a joke. I was just testing out that one, guys. So now, let's get back to the podcast. How to, prevent burnout. So the way, for me, how I prevent burnout is based on how my body is feeling. If I feel like I'm getting too overwhelmed, too stressed out by a problem, by just been working for too long, day after day, then I just take the decision to either cut my workload in like half the next day, meaning that I really try to do way less work. So I might be planning, I might do the easier tasks that I would have had on my to-do list for the day. I get those out of the way, and I just do something else that I like to do. I watch videos, might listen to a podcast, so I try to mix my day with more stuff that gives me less time to do my work, just to recuperate, lie down more, just to get some more rest. And then you'll have times where I just decide to take deep. So it depends on how my body is feeling. So sometimes I'll be just feeling really out of it, but then I have an issue that I really want to fix and I can't sleep good or lie down properly without fixing it. So I push and I push and I push until I get where I want to get to with the project. And then at that point, I might feel completely wiped. In those cases, I'll just take a day off completely and just try to do other stuff, I'll shut down the computer more often. I'll just for me, like, I don't really shut down the computer, just stand by and I just lift up and I'm just working again in a second. So sometimes I just turn off the computer so that it's more of a hassle to start working, and just give myself some more time to relax. Sometimes I need to take a day off and then do a day where I do the lighter task, and then I get back into it, at full swing. And I found that I'm way more productive when I do this. The work that I get done when I'm fresh, it's like if I continue working when I was feeling more and more burnt out, it's about at least 3 of those days worth of work that I'll get done in that one day when I'm in good spirits, when I'm feeling good, and I'm getting through heavier tasks and lighter tasks and just clearing my list and working late but still feeling strong. I definitely feel like that's a good way to prevent burnout. Take breaks, for sure, day breaks, and it depends on how your body feels. Don't think that you're wasting too much time, or that's what I think, that I'm wasting all this precious time that I could be using to complete my game. But you have to realize that making the game and making it fast and learning from all the mistakes and all of that is still just as important as getting proper rest and treating your body right, because this is the vessel you're using to create. So if you're not treating the vessel right or keeping it optimized, then there's really no point. There's really no point. You'll feel happier not pushing yourself that much, and you'll get similar if not better results from doing this. And that's my experience so far. And also to just you need to have people that you can possibly talk to, maybe somebody you're sharing the game with, so They're getting feedback from them so you can discuss the game a little. That's really good to prevent burnout. It gives you motivation. So that now brings me into how to stay motivated, not making the game alone. When you feel like you have a team to, just even if it's just play testers or so, it's like it's still a team, and they'll give you encouragement, because a lot of the times you're doing something that they can't necessarily do, or not can't, but they don't have really any experience in it or anything like that. So what you're doing to them is something impressive, just as their job would be impressive to you. Sorry about that. So they'll compliment the hell out of you as long as you keep improving and improving, that you keep surprising them from the last point. They'll show you with comments and stuff that just keeps you going, and even give you feedback to help you make your games better and help you progress. So for sure, for sure. So that's how that's a big way in how I stay motivated. Another way in how I stay motivated is by watching videos on YouTube, watching podcasts about other people, other game developers, struggles they've had, and just how they got through it, how they dealt with certain stuff, the experiencing getting big sales or in getting good downloads, but not bad numbers in terms of just getting different experiences. Like, it makes my mind wander more and just think about what things could be like, and it just changes my perspective, getting so many other views. I don't know, it just works. It makes me feel more hopeful that if they do it, then I can do it. Different stuff helps me to stay motivated. And my to-do list, clearing my to-do list, that helps me stay motivated. I don't know that serotonin or dopamine. It's one of them though. It definitely makes me feel good to complete my to-do list. And another thing I do is that I guess this falls between to prevent burnout and to stay motivated at the same time. So I'll package my game before it's finished. I'll just make the game well enough. So if it's a mobile game, I'll make sure that the mobile controls are done and the game is playable. It has a main menu, and I will package the game, because sometimes it's gonna take a little minute, so I can just be saying, alright, I'm gonna package the game, and then as soon as I package the game, then I get up, I get some food and say, the computer is working, and then when I come back and stuff, I put the game on my phone and I test it, I play it on my phone. I also record my screen when I'm playing the game, whether on the computer or on the phone, and I let my playtesters, get to see it, maybe one of them, and get some feedback, talk about it, or maybe sometimes just to help with the whole promotion too as well. Right, to be honest, it's not really for promotion, it's just conversation, being in certain situations where I'll end up showing my work to someone else, showing my game to someone else, and then getting good feedback, getting good just getting good advice, good advice from them in terms of what they like from games and just different stuff, and they telling you how impressed they are, like they didn't know that you could do all this, just different stuff helps you stay motivated. And yes, from other people you can also just thinking good thoughts, thinking positive, thinking how things can work out instead of thinking how things won't work out or can't work out. Just think about how things can go positively, and think about that on a daily, and do what you need to do to make that happen. Just put in your part, and as long as I'm doing my part and I'm having those thoughts, it keeps motivated. As long as the external event doesn't come in and just shatter all of that resolve. So that's how I stay motivated. And that's how I prevent burnout. So I did say that we could speak about something else if I finished talking about that in time. These aren't scripted. I just know the topic going in. I'm just speaking, I just trying to share my experience. So the next thing I have is mistakes when I'm just starting. I wonder if I should just make this its own video, but mistakes when I'm just starting with my first real attempt on making game. I don't know how much you can relate to this, but my first real attempt on making game, people are different, but for me, after doing 3D animation, I just wanted to make everything look beautiful. I wanted to have, different color lights. I wanted to have my emissive stuff just for highlights and stuff, beautiful textures, high quality, just everything from the main menu. Everything has to resemble some really top tier game that I see out there, Call of Duty, just Fortnite, just console games, just really big titles. Those are what I was considering. That's what I'm comparing myself to when I'm getting in there, and that did help to push me in design a lot. And I really think that I've learned a lot about game design through wanting to get things done that way. But that was a major mistake. If I'm doing a list, that's mistake number one. Just going after that. Because when I'm just starting, it was my intention to do mobile. But my game was it was way too big. It was over a gig. I had to cut it down way, like a whole heap, to just get it down to like 700 megabytes. And for what it is, it's beautiful in my opinion. But for what it is, that's way too much memory. And it was just problems behind problems when I got everything to work. It was just not optimized enough in a lot of different ways. So that's a major mistake, because I've learned that you have to really make for your platform. You have to make for the platform that, like, make the game for the platform that you intend to release it on. And that applies. That there's a lot of different stuff that you need to think about when you're making for different platforms. Like the size of your textures. You're making 3D games, Not only that, the quality of your 3D models, your 3D objects, they don't, if you're making a mobile game, you'd make something that, yes, game objects are normally low poly, like have a low polygon count. However, for mobile games, you can use even less without really affecting much, because the phone graphics and stuff like that, what it takes away in optimization isn't worth it. It really isn't worth it. So, small textures, smaller models, and there are a lot of other things. I had something in mind that I wanted to say last. It kind of slipped me now. I'm reaching close to my 15-minute mark, so I definitely pick this up again and just continue speaking about this. But don't forget to follow me on YouTube. That's Main Motion Studios. That's MAYNEMOTIONS Studios. Follow me on Instagram at Main Motions also. Check back in. These podcasts will be coming out on a daily, if not once a day, twice a day. I might miss a day, but I'm definitely going to be giving you at least two a day sometimes. So definitely come back and check it out. Darren Main, can't wait to see you, or can't wait to hear you next time, or for you to listen to me next time. I'm out.